My name is Andrew Ангуло. I'm 39 years old and I live in Santa Clarita, California. I love spending time with my kids, and one of my favorite pastimes of all times is riding bikes. What it really inspired me with the love of bikes was a show called Chips. And I always had a dream that one day I'm gonna own a motorcycle. And one year my dream finally happened. I was able to purchase my first motorcycle. I would go with a couple of friends and we would go up and down Pacific Coast Highway along the beach, feeling that sense of freedom. It was a warm June summer evening of 2009. After work, I decided to go over and hang out with a friend of mine. And we decided to take a little joyride around the neighborhood. I went a little too fast, and the next thing you know, I saw the sidewalk coming and I hit the brakes. And the next thing led to another, and I was on the ground. I was so infuriated with myself until I tried to roll over and get up. And that's when I couldn't, and my legs weren't responding. When the ambulance arrived and they put me on the gurney and they were shuttling me off to the hospital, all I kept thinking was, what am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? What's going on? What's happening? At this point, the pain in my body was just setting in. It was just so painful. And I remember at that particular moment, I may die. As I was on the gurney being shuffled away towards the surgery room, the hallway seemed long, and all I could do was look up at the ceiling. And I just remember the lights going by. All the lights were going by, and I kept thinking, let me live. Let me live. After 12 hours of surgery, and when I started coming to, I remember looking out the window. The doctor came in and he explained to me what happened to me, and that I suffered 2 spinal breaks in the spinal column and injured my spinal cord at the T7 level, and that I would be paralyzed from the waist down for the rest of my life. I just thought in that moment, how long do I have? How long is my life now? It was at that point, depression and guilt and feeling a lot of sorrow really began to sit in. My true saving grace were my kids. They also suffered loss along with me and were going through a myriad of emotions now that they see that their father has completely changed physically. We started getting into watching YouTube videos, and we started seeing some really reoccurring funny ones that we became fans of. And one day it really hit me. Hey, guess what? I think I can try to do something similar, and perhaps this could be a good project with the kids. So I did it.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm an ordinary guy with 3 wonderful kids. My life changed in the summer of 2009 when I crashed my motorcycle that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Now, I'm moving on with life, meeting new people, experiencing new challenges, and seeing the world from a different perspective. This is my journey as a paraplegic.
One thing that I knew that was going to be really important was to include humor. Even though I was paralyzed and even though I'm in a wheelchair and living with a disability, I wanted to be able to have a little bit of fun. And now being a part of a community that I really didn't know existed, I was finding myself going to community events, outdoor activities, and expos. And when I went there, I thought I could bring my camera along and just video and film what is happening at these events. One thing I know that I struggled with when I became paralyzed was finding the motivation to get back to life, to keep moving forward. And I wanted to talk to individuals and find their perspective on how they move forward or how they would motivate someone else to do so as well.
And what I would say to them is advocate through your personality.
So for more than 4 years of filmmaking, I've been going and going and going until finally something unexpected happened. Well, hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on. It's May, and I just been dealing with a lot of health issues, and it sidelined me with pain. And I just found out that I have a labral tear in my left hip. It's a tendon around the joint, and it's been causing a lot of problems to the point where I can't focus. I can't think straight. I lost motivation, and I'm just ready to give up on everything. The good news is that I do have a surgery scheduled for June, and I'm looking forward to getting that done because I hope that's the trick. I hope that does it for me to get me back to where I was before. I just had my surgery, so still in pain, but it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm starting to stretch a lot more now. My hip doesn't hurt as much, but I gotta keep stretching it. I gotta keep stretching it. Life certainly brings challenges we didn't expect to happen, but I believe the most important thing is to pick yourself up off the ground, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. And in my case, I knew what I needed to do was get back out there, do things that I never thought I could do, and capture them on film. Whoa, whoa. Okay. All right. Okay, one leg. Whoa. Both legs. Ready? Stop. Spasms. Got it. Oh. And there you have it. Over like what it feels like to be paralyzed. I don't know if anybody's ever done the hand and the finger demonstration with you. Basically, you're going to make a fist and place it on a flat surface. You're going to extend out your middle finger and keep your middle finger lifted up. Lift it up and down. That's what it feels like to be basically able-bodied. Your mind is telling your finger to lift up and down. Now you take your ring finger, you extend out your ring finger, place it flat on the flat surface. Now try to lift up your ring finger. Anybody? Anybody getting it up? Like, keep trying. And you're looking at your finger and say, lift up, but it's not working. That's kind of what it's like when you're paralyzed.